What's up? What's up? What's up? I was giving the Instagram people some love, giving them some beats. Uh, uh. All right, so welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Wrights. I am a professional speaker and an author. And as you should know, I'm the author of this book, Help. No, I'm sorry. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. See, because I I I feel compelled to tell you guys about it because more and more people are telling me about the transformative experiences they've had reading the book. I, I'm not going to use no names, but someone just told me about having having thoughts, having thoughts about ending her life and how my book helped rearrange that for her. Like, I'm not telling you to buy my book because it's buy my book, but buy my book because it is gratifying for you to read. So please buy the book for yourself, buy the book to hold for someone else who might need it. Buy the book, buy the book, buy the book. All right, hack your pain now. All right, buy the book. All right, so that said, got that out of the way. Let's talk about the run streak. Let's talk about the run streak. So, oh, wait a minute. New background, new everything, right? Yes. New place. But let me tell you that while I tell you the run streak, right? So I'll tell you the run streak will tell you where I am, and then I'll tell you more. All right, so let me find that. Oh, I forgot to share my screen. And let's see. Nope. Yep. Here we go. Share screen and put that up. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna play this. And Instagram people, you're gonna have to listen. Sorry, folks. Listen in. But you can still tell from the background. I'm still playing this. All right, here we go. What up, folks? Day 200 and something, 230 something. And where am I? Baltimore. That's right. Took the bus down here last night, hang out with Feet King. And yeah, interesting things. So there was a car parked right where it shouldn't have been last time I was here. And now it's still there. We got a boot on it. I'm like, wow. I don't know how that's gonna work. But it was already parked there regardless. Anyway, I need to stop minding other people's business. But I'm here. I'm jogging around. I try to get some behind the scenes on the left and right so you can see some of Baltimore. And yeah, I guess that's it. Help us out with Hack Your Pain. Hack Your Pain Now. That's my book. Get it, because you'll find your way out of partner or out of things that you wouldn't find your way out of if it weren't for that book. I'm telling you, get the book. And also, help me respond to Steps for Success. Step for Success. We got like $300 or so thus far. Let's go, people. We're giving. Let's give them some more. Let's give some more. Let's bring that thermometer down, and give to them for all the work they've been doing in the Black community. And they've been doing some amazing things. They're based in Nashville. Well, we got a deadline. I forgot to mention. We got a deadline. Deadline is, I think it's next Friday. I got to double check the deadline. I'm gonna let you know what the deadline is, so because it's coming up fast. So help me out with the deadline, folks. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so you see the information here. You see the information. 235 today. 235. Back your pain and steps for success. Okay, so what you heard me mention is the fact that I'm in Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore. What you also heard me mention was the fact that somebody left their car from since the last time I was here. And it's the same car, same place, and I was wondering why they. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me remove it. I'll explain that in a minute. So I was I was astounded by the fact that that car was parked where it was before, right? Because wait a minute, I haven't mentioned that I have a stroke yet, have I? Oh yes. So I have a stroke. I am dealing with the effects of a stroke. I'm doing a lot of things that you would expect and not expect from someone who has a stroke. But what I've noticed thus far is that my worldview has changed. My worldview has changed. My worldview has changed. And I'm discovering this more and more as I seek everything through life. I found my the things that I used to do, the places I used to go, it's changed. It's changed. I don't know how else to put it. It's changed. So anyway, I wanted to make that clear to you that I have had a stroke, and since the stroke, I have redefined who I am, and this happened organically. All right. So now back to the car. What I noticed about the car was that it was parked in front of a driveway. Last time I was here. Last time I was here in Baltimore, celebrating with Fee King. And now, I thought it was odd because I saw them keep using the doors on the other side of the garage. Wait a minute, on the I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. So there's a driveway, right? There's sidewalk, right? And there's a slight dip, and then there's another little sidewalk. On the I see them using the sidewalk all the time to get things out of it, to get paint, all kinds of different things out of it. I've seen this, but this car is parked right in front of them on the dashboard, on the the what do you call that? The driveway, right on the driveway. So I found that very interesting because where where else to park? Like where? How more inconvenient could you get to park, right? And now you heard me talk about it just now, and me lamenting the fact that I was talking about, like, I need to leave him alone. I need to stop worrying about other people's business. Let him get out of his business, right? And I felt bad about it. But then I was sitting outside because I don't know what kind of insect it is, but it sounds beautiful. It comes in waves. Comes in waves. I tried to get it on camera, but I couldn't get it. But it comes in waves. So I was sitting outside listening to the animals come and go, come and go, come and go. And you know what this reminded me of? Sitting here looking at the car and listening to the waves of the crickets or whatever they are. You know what occurred to me? This thought that came out of nowhere, just came out of nowhere. I've been rich before. I've been rich before. I've been rich before. I was like, what's that got to do with anything? Right? And I chased it. And don't you know, once again, this is a thought that I never would have had before. Right? It's a train of thought that I never would have gone down before. Right? Like the all the things, all the bumps, all the different things I would have had to jump through mentally to get to where I got would not have happened but for the stroke. But for the stroke. So let me explain. All right, so I've been rich before. And I was thinking about that, obviously, just popped into my head out of nowhere. I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how that car remind me of being rich before. Because I'm sure that the person that owned the car was like, I'm parked. I'm parked. I got the perfect parking spot. I'm parked right in front of these two driveway doors. No one needs to move. They're just coming in and getting paint and stuff. They're not really getting anything big out of it. I'm just going to let my car park there. Cool, chilling, right? But now they put a boot on it. now there's a boot on it. Now you can't do anything with it, right? And I started thinking about how much of a difference there is between not wanting to do something and not being able to do something. Not wanting to and not being able to, right? And so what that made me think of in terms of being rich is that you've got to hold on to being rich with both hands. Yeah, you've got to hold on to being rich with both hands, because I have been rich before. And the most recent time I was rich, I was making $18,000 per month. $18,000 per month, right? So I was making big money. Big money. $18,000 a month is a lot of money, right? And I was blowing it. I was blowing it. I was using it like I was spending it like I had $18,000 per month spending account. Like I was spending, eating out all the time, whatever, just spending money. And when I was no longer rich, when that situation evaporated, what I noticed is that I didn't have anything squared away. I didn't have anything squared away. I didn't have anything set aside for the future, for now, when that situation evaporated, right? And so that was sobering and challenging. And I just noticed that you can't prepare for being rich as if once it happens, it happens and that's it. You have to be prepared for being rich by preparing for the future. Ooh, own your tomorrow. Own your tomorrow. That's Charles Schwab, I think, on his app. Own your tomorrow. Own your tomorrow. Yeah, you got to own your tomorrow, especially when you're rich. Especially when you're rich, because when you're rich, you think, oh, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Everything will come together, right? No, it will not. I've been rich a couple times now, at least twice, a couple times. And I gotta tell you, I made the same mistake twice. I let it go, thinking, now that I've arrived at this point, it'll be smooth sailing from here. Smooth sailing from here. But no, that's not it. So what I want to talk about is where to put the money. Where to put the money. Because once you start making real money, the desire to just lay back and let things move as they will is overwhelming. And you've got to manage your money in a different way. You've got to manage your money in a different way. So you've got to have a budget. I know that's hard. I know it's hard. But even if you don't have a budget per se, you've got to set aside 10%, minimally 10%. You got to set it aside. As soon as the money comes in, you got to take 10% out and put it someplace else. Money comes in, 10% out, put it someplace else. And so that money, had I done that while I was making $18,000 a month, so what's that? That's almost $2,000. $2,000 per month. I would have been putting that away. And then I would have learned, as you do when you start doing things that big money people do, you start learning things. As I've exhibited by the show. And I would have learned about stocks. I would have learned about stocks years before. Years before, now not many years, but years before I gotten to where I was, right? And and so you've got to plan. You've got to plan. You got to plan. You've got to really plan. And if that's all that you do, if that's all that you do, you take your 10% out, you take it out, put it aside for um, what's that word? Um, well, I'll use another word. So once you take that money out and set it aside for an emergency, then you've got to learn more about what to do with it, like how to save it, how to do whatever with it. See, so what I skipped was learning how to do anything more with the money other than spend it. Other than spend it. I was good at spending it. I was good at spending it. Good at spending it. But I didn't know what else to do with it. I didn't really know what else to do with it. And so I had an inkling that I should buy real estate because I've been successful in real estate before. But I kept on thinking, oh, I'll get it next month. I'll get it next month. You know, and not being fast, fast, fast. And I should have gotten real estate then. Well, I had the money. And before it all evaporated. Right. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. And all that came to me from watching this car get booted. Because, like it's different when you can't. And different when you can, but you don't. Mm. Different when you can't, and different when you can but won't. Oh, that might be deep. That might be deep. Hit me in the chat. Let me know if I phrased that right. But yeah, I think that that covers it. That covers it. Yeah. All right. Let me check my my um my clips from people saying anything. Let's see what we got. What we got. Let's see. Oh, $18,000. Yes, where was I? Yeah, the I don't remember. Well, like I said, it was recent. Like I was in my current apartment in New York, and I mean, you don't talk about money. You don't talk about money. No one talks about money like that. No one talk, running around just tell people how much they made. But people around you, they may notice. Oh, he's picking up the check. He's picking up that. He's picking up that. But no one really, nobody. Yeah, you don't just walk around saying, "Hey, I'm making this much money," you know. But yeah, I was making real money. I was making real money, and that's the most I've made, but not the only time that I've been rich. I've been rich several times, and I made the mistake of letting it slip away. Of letting it slip away. You must have a plan for setting aside the money. Because if you don't, it'll vanish. It'll vanish. And when the situation vanishes that's feeding you with money vanishes, then you won't have anything left. You won't have anything. And what I'm suggesting, sorry, but let me finish this. What I'm suggesting is stock. Stock. See, because real estate is great, but you have to physically get something, right? You got to get something. Stock you can buy like that. Stock you can buy instantaneously, right? So you can spend the money to put down on the house, and you got to deal with other people and all that stuff, and do that. And I've done that before. Or or you can just buy stock like that, like that, and you can be done within minutes. Like that's a really big offering to be able to buy into stocks instantaneously. And so anyway, so that's what I would do. I would caution every one of you, if you're making money now, if you're about to make money, set aside some money. Set aside some money, set aside some money quickly. Quickly. All right. Let's see. Linda. Linda's saying abundance is a state of mind. Money management is a tangible component of abundance. Yeah. 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 Let me read it one more time. Abundance is a state of mind. Money management is a tangible component of abundance. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You got to have that mind thing in there. You got to. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Hey Shay, good morning. Hey Fatima, good morning. Hey B King, I already shouted you out. Studio F, Studio F, talking about my studio. Our studio here in yeah. Is it Studio F? I feel like it's Studio G. Like we were way down in the in the things, but we'll go with Studio G for now. Studio, yeah, for now. All right. Let's see. Good morning from the mountains of Colorado. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Let's see. Let me see. I thought I saw something big. Emergency fund. Yeah. Okay. This is Fee King. Set aside for brokerage account for later investing. Set aside brokerage account for later investing. Yeah. So what I'm saying is if you put your money aside, if you put your money aside from the money that you're earning now, you will get ideas. Ideas will be farmed out to you. I'm just helping you skip all the deciding and going straight to stock. Straight to stock because if you buy stock and buy like an index fund like SPY, which is Standard Poor's 500, like you can't go wrong. Like S&P 500, for those of you who missed me talking about this. So what you want to do is you want to buy the S&P 500. There are it exists in a number of different ways. It's like, believe it or not, you can go get those sneakers from this store or this store or this store or that store. Like it's like that. So different stores have their own version of the S&P 500. SPY is one of them. VOO is another one of them. That's two different stores selling the same product, right? But what it is 500 companies, 500 companies that are lined up, like the 500 of the biggest companies in the United States, of the companies in the United States. Like we're talking about huge companies, huge billion-dollar companies, billion-dollar companies, and every time one of them falls, it gets replaced quickly by another one. Like what? Like how can you beat that? How can you beat that? So I believe the cost is around $455 right now. So it's priced high, but imagine what you're getting. Imagine what you're getting. And so you buy that, you wait like 3 5 years, really 5 years, and in 5 years, woo, you're gonna be chilling. See, what they have is like a built-in idiot tax in it, and it is so brilliant. So they have it built in to keep them from doing well. Well, no, wait, no. How am I going to say this? The idiot tax is to help them keep all the idiots away, right? and I'm just finding out about it. But the more jumping up and down the stock does, the more people say, "Oh no, I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna get out of it." Go ahead. But once you get to 3 to 5 years, oh, you're gonna wish you had that money. You're gonna wish you had that money. All right. Because I just been investing since the pandemic. Since the pandemic, y'all. Just since the pandemic, I've been talking about this money thing. And now, if I had $18,000 a month now, I'd be like, yeah, let me slide this over to my stock money. You know? All right. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Fee. Thank you, Fee. I'm dropping out. Said, you know what's so funny? I got to sound off on this. What's so funny is I thought today I was gonna have a show. I wasn't gonna have a show because I was like, I don't have anything to talk about. I don't have anything to talk about. And yet I ran past this Jeep. And before I would have let it go with, oh, I should mind my own business. And that would have been it. That would have been it. But that deeper self, that soul self, that self that has emerged in me since the pandemic, kept searching, kept reaching, and found all that from a guy who's got a boot on his car. Like, how did all that come from a guy who's got a boot on his car? I don't even know. I don't even know. But amen. Amen. Because the me that is now never would have had that thought. The me that there is now, no. The me that was then would never have had that thought. The me that was then would never have that thought. Yeah. I'm saying. I'm still getting used to me now. I'm still getting used to me now. And I'm trying to get involved in the different thoughts he's having. But myself is so much more expanded. I don't understand it. It's so much bigger. But anyway, all right. So let me share this. I put him up briefly. Let me talk about him. Forex Beginner Podcast. Now, you remember I mentioned Lisa. Lisa? I forget her name, but I think it was Lisa. Anyway, she put in some money and made $300 in one night. And I asked her to be on my show. Just flew it out there. Yeah, be on my show. I didn't really expect to hear anything. But anyway, because I did it with her, and I felt invulnerable. Like I could ask anybody to be my host, be a guest on my show. And don't you know, I asked him. And don't you know, he said yes. I was like, what? What? So this man, his name is Calvin. He is huge in the Forex industry. Now, Forex, again, is this exchanging of money, exchanging of stocks, right? And that's just something else that you can trade. Something else that you can trade, right? And he is going to be on my show. He's going to be on my show. And coming right up. So be aware of that, and be aware of the fact that you don't know where something is leading you. Because I asked the young lady, and I didn't expect to hear from her, but it opened me up to having no's. So I asked more people. I asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, sure. When you want to do it?" And I was like, "What?" He is huge, y'all. I know you don't know who he is because you don't follow Forex, but he is huge in the Forex field. And so to have him on the show, I was like, I'm a little nervous, but I cannot wait to be able to share with you how Forex is done, real time, how it's really done, how people like us can get involved. Because I'm not going to tell you a story. But you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. All right. So that's my time. I see you left me some more messages. I will check them out once I depart the show. I'll read those. And so I don't know what happened with the guy in the truck, but all that came from the guy in the truck. If you can believe that. All right, I am Sekou. I'm doing this despite the fact that I have a stroke, and I am doing it for you. I'm doing this for you. All right, remember that faith always. What's my thing? Now is better than perfect. Ashe.